Now I want to bring in White House Deputy ICE Director Madison Sheahan to respond to accusations that ICE agents are taking over their cities unlawfully, targeting the wrong people. Thank you so much for taking the time. So here's the thing. You have federal officers who are patrolling the streets of Chicago, downtown Chicago, the Magnificent Mile, the Loop. You have Governor Pritzker who says, you know, they're not going after the worst of the worst. He claims 60% of those arrested in Chicago have no criminal record. What is your response in the sense, are they going into areas where you will find a lot of undocumented, dangerous migrants?
Well, look, I'll say you just heard it for yourself from the reporting that we just heard. We're going after the worst of the worst. We're partnering with our federal partners to go after gang members, murderers, rapists. These are people that Governor Pritzker lets run free throughout his neighborhoods, wreaking havoc on the American people. We see this all over the country. We see this from governors like Governor Newsom. We see this from Governor Pritzker in Illinois. And our job as federal law enforcement is to enforce immigration law as it's written. We go out every single day. The men and women of ICE put themselves in harm's way every single day to go after the worst of the worst, to enforce immigration law as it's written. And that's just what we see in Operation Midway Blitz, who is targeting criminal illegal aliens who are running free in the streets of Chicago.
And your response to people who might be concerned that it looks like a militarized force. That's something the governor has said, that Trump is using militarized force. There was something in Ali's piece we didn't get a chance to show where you had people yelling, "Take off your masks, cowards." Your response to people who say the optics of this don't look right.
Look, that's just not true. We're not a military force. We are federal law enforcement officers. We are enforcing immigration law as it's written, as well as other federal crimes. And we will continue to go after the worst of the worst, the gang members, the murderers, the rapists, and get them off of the streets. These are people who have wreaked havoc on the American people for many years. And as far as our officers wearing masks, most of the time these officers are wearing masks out of fear for their families and the attacks that they receive for enforcing immigration law. We have people doxing our officers, our threats that are an all-time high, and this happens because of the high rhetoric that we're seeing out of people like Governor Pritzker, who don't understand that we're removing people like TDA members from our streets and keeping his own citizens safe. But President Trump and Secretary Noem have made it a priority to make sure that the American people are put first, and we're not putting criminals first.
Are these agents receiving resistance in Chicago?
Well, absolutely. You see protests every single night at our facilities. You continue to see people impeding in law enforcement efforts, and we're seeing this at an all-time high. We've got over 1,000% threat increase amongst all of our officers. We're seeing our officers being put in dangerous situation after dangerous situation. And, you know, our goal as leadership is to make sure that they're safe, that they're equipped with the tools and resources that they need. But the rhetoric that we continue to see, whether it's online, whether it's from governors or other elected officials, it's dangerous, it's uncalled for, and it truly needs to stop. And we need to allow our law enforcement in this country to go out and do their job every day.
You mentioned safety. While I have you, I have to ask you, you have this second undocumented migrant who was shot in the Dallas ICE facility, an ambush. Miguel Angel Garcia Hernandez, he died. What are the steps being taken right now to provide more security for these ICE processing centers so you don't see a shooting, you don't see an attack, whether it's against law enforcement or it's against those who are being detained?
Well, this tragedy that happened in Dallas just a week or so ago is truly a tragedy. This is somebody who went out to wreak havoc against the men and women of ICE, who wanted to stop us from doing our job and enforcing the law, and instead they went after alien criminals who were detained at that facility and ultimately killing 2 of our detainees. This is not right. This is uncalled for and should not be happening in the United States. Just because you don't agree with somebody and the laws that we are enforcing doesn't mean anyone, not a single person, not a detainee, not a law enforcement officer, should ever be put in harm's way as we go out and enforce the law as it's written. And this tragedy is just one example of that. We have hardened our facilities throughout the country. We've increased security throughout our facilities throughout the country, and we're also providing security for our law enforcement officers as they go out and do their job to make sure not only our officers are safe, but also the public that we're interacting with is safe while we do our job.
And where can we expect maybe a presence next in another city?
Look, we'll continue to work with President Trump and Secretary Noem and take direction from both the White House and DHS to make sure that we're going after the worst of the worst, that we're targeting alien criminals, to make sure we're getting them off our street. And we'll work with our federal partners in whatever city we go into next. It's a priority for us to keep the American people safe, and we'll take that direction from President Trump to make sure that we're effectuating change for the American people.
By the way, is this tough for you? Do you feel like you're a target as the face of this, or one of the faces of this?
Well, look, absolutely. I think every day that we're out fighting for the men and women of ICE puts us in harm's way. But I also believe that the true work is being done at the field level, and our officers work every day with honor and valor, and they go out and they enforce the law. And I'm proud to be a member of this leadership team, proud to work for Secretary Noem and President Trump to be able to deliver for the American people.
Well, Deputy Director of ICE, Madison Sheahan, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it. Know it's a difficult job and obviously a lot of complicating factors, but appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.